What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another video on how to actually build your family business series. All right, so today I'm going to be reviewing an actual reel that I created that actually went viral. Currently, right now, as I'm looking at it, it is at 107,000 views on my Instagram, and I feel like this is something that I want to dive deeper into so that you all have a better understanding on what exactly Myron Golden is saying in this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and review it really quick, and I'll show it here. The video, well, let me first play it. I'll play it real quick so you all can hear it, and then I'll give my thoughts on this particular video. Let's go this way.
Imagine a world where instead of kicking our children out when they're 18, they come to work with us in our family business. And then when they get married, we give them a house so they don't have a mortgage and a family business so they don't have to find a job. And then we teach them an aspect of the family business so that when we die, instead of just giving them money, we give them a mindset, we give them a skill set, we give them a tool set that they can perpetuate the family's wealth instead of decimating the family's wealth. Wow. See, we want our children to leave when they're 18. You know why? Because we're Americans. But the Bible says that then shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. So biblically, a person leaves home when they get married. Oh, you mean I have to put up with them for that anymore? The reason you have to put up with them is because you didn't train them up. If you train them up, you don't have to put up with them. But imagine that as a world where your children don't have to start from scratch. Imagine if your parents would have set you up so you didn't have to start from scratch. Imagine how much further ahead you'd be. Well, guess what? As my good friend Dr. Sonia always says, you may not come from a wealthy family, but a wealthy family should come from you.
That is such a powerful video. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Every time I watch it, it is definitely a powerful video. It gives me chills. So I want to elaborate on some of the aspects of what he said. He said, instead of kicking your kids out to work for a job, have them work on the family business. I completely 1000% agree with that statement. To an extent, I think that you do need, and this is where, I'm going to challenge that. I do agree that they do need to be working for your business. I think that they need to be working for your business and work for another business outside of your business. I think that they need the experience of working, and this is just me speaking as a server. I think that a person needs to be a server so they can experience the hardships of sales. Right? Not saying that you can't experience sales in a family business, but it's different because you have to now talk to different types of people. Now, within your business, if you can create a sales team within your business and they talk to different types of people, then you don't have to do the serving that I'm referring to, right? But I do agree that you want, instead of having them work for another job, you do want to have them work for your family business instead. I would have them start in sales, commission based only, right? Have them start off with like $1,500, $2,000 deals, have them close that so they can know the real struggles of how to actually create income. Then they grow to like high ticket closing, which they go to like they go from like $5,000, $10,000. And of course, everything that I'm saying here, they get 10% of whatever that they close. So they eat what they kill. And if you want to be real, I would start them off as an appointment setter, have them make 5% of whatever deals that's closed. And then from there, grow them to a down sale closure, then a high ticket closer, and then have them operate pretty much every single part of the business. And of course, eventually lead the team, become a leader, then become an executive. And then from there, they should be able to fully manage the family business from there. And this is just, you should have them do this even if they don't run your family business. They should automatically just go through all the process because they will learn for whatever field that they want to be in. They will learn sales. They will have to learn how to sell. No matter what, you have to learn how to sell. They'll learn sales. They'll learn how to market their business. They'll learn how to deal with fulfillment. They'll learn operations. They'll learn how to manage their finances. They'll learn how to become a leader. These are things that you absolutely need in day-to-day life in order for you to be successful as a human being in this day and age. So I 100% agree with this statement. When it comes to, instead of kicking them out to work for a job, have them work for your family business. Now, another point that he said, and I have notes right here as well. Another point that he has said is instead of them leaving at 18, have them stay, right? And then, the Bible says that they should be moving out when they are getting married. So pretty much have them stay at the house, have them stack their bread up, right? And then move out when they actually are ready to get married. I don't agree with this. Maybe this is my limiting beliefs. Maybe, I don't know, but I think that a person should be willing to be independent. So like, I'm big also when it comes to the relationship space, dating space, being able to be whole when you go into a relationship. And for a woman always wants a man that has what Stormy Wellington says has Chris, right? So Chris means C for credit, has their personal and business credit together. H for health, has their physical and mental health in order. R for real estate, has their own home, right? Has the real estate, because women nowadays want a man that can look independent. And if it's for a woman's going to look for that, right? I, investments, learn how to make money online. S, right? Which is your support, having a man to actually be in a community or a brotherhood, you know what I mean? Or have a mentorship or have a mentor, right? The key thing here is I do agree that you can stay at your parents' house for a certain amount of time to stack their bread up, but I don't think they should stay in there until they get married, depending on the age range. If they get married at 21, then shoot, that's fine. But if they're getting married at 35 or 30, no. I think that they should be out on their own, living their best life, living life the way that they need to, instead of being under the umbrella of their parents. I don't agree with that. But if it's 21, 100%, right? So that's just my input on this. The last thing is he talked about training up your children. This is also something that he mentioned on another interview. It's called the 4 levels of parenting that I fully agree with. And I'm going to break it down for you. This is him explaining training up your actual family. Okay. So 1, this is from the age range of 1 and 4. Okay. This is where you start talking about, he calls it the 4 levels of parenting. And the number 1 is training. Okay. This is the age from 1 to 4 where you're teaching them how to respond to authority. Okay. This is them really knowing the what, right? So like they need to learn how to respond to authority, because if not, they're not going to respond to authority when they're older, and they may go to prison, right? Or they may be worse, right? So you need to teach them how to respond to authority. That's 1 to 4. Then you have number 2, which is teaching, right? This is understanding the reason properly about the truth. Like, this is to reason properly. Yeah, to reason properly about the truth. And this is really understanding the whys. Okay. Like once you know the what, now we need to understand the why. So this age is between 5 and 8, right? Have them understand why you're giving them the what, right? And then you have number 3, which is the transitioning, right? This is you understanding how to do the things. Once you know why, now we need to fully understand. And in our language, it's understand, overstand, right? I would say they need to now understand, which is comprehend the actual things that the what's that you're telling them to do. This is usually the range between 9 and 12. Okay. So this is really giving them the ability to actually make decisions with your supervision. So this is not without their supervision yet. This is you still hovering over them and just watching from a distance, observing and seeing how they move. Right. And then you have trusting. Trusting is independence. This is the age of 13 and 13 plus. I always say that, and your children look at you in your eyes between that 1 and 10 range, right? You're the hero in their eyes. Okay. After 10, then now they're going to be influenced by other influencers, social media, gamers, whatever. So 13 plus is really that range where they're really starting to explore other things. Right. And so what you want to do is you want to trust them as they become an adult so they can make their own decisions without you supervising them. So this is like the 4 levels of parenting. This is what he means by training them up, actually knowing step by step on how to actually go from when they're born to them actually treating them as an adult, so you can actually allow them to make their own decisions, allow them to make their own mistakes. Okay, so like these are some things, of course, that you want to take in consideration, that you want to put in place as you're building your family business. Is more of the story. Instead of kicking them out, y'all, and putting them into a job, have them work in your family business. When it comes to, having them stay until marriage, I disagree. I would say have them stay until they're able to, of course, stack their bread up, but not too long. Kick them out so they can become independent as well, right? So they can actually become whole as an individual, right? Unless they get married at 21, then that's cool. And then, of course, the 4 levels of parenting, you want to make sure that you're training, you're teaching, you're transitioning, and you're trusting your children so that they can make their own decisions, become independent without you, and be able to, make mistakes and grow from them. Okay. So this is some of the ways that Myron Golden was talking about in the video. I feel like this is super important and it went viral. So I wanted to really be more descriptive on what that meant to me. So I just wanted to kind of give a reaction on that. And so hopefully this makes sense, y'all. I will do more reaction videos that will explain some things like this. I know that you all like on my social media, and hopefully this makes sense. And if you got any questions, if you want to learn more about the family business space and you want to make sure that you build your own family business for your family and to build that generational wealth for your family, then go ahead, join the free training. The link is down in the description below. I will go ahead and teach you everything that we know when it comes to building a family business from scratch, because we are the product of the product. I have a family business, and I want to make sure that I teach this and impact you as well. So appreciate you, and see you in the next video. Peace.